Alright, let's take a look at number 15. So we want to see, does it have a GCF? There's no GCF. It has 4 terms, so we're going to see if we can group it. So what do x cubed and 5x squared have in common? So we can take out an x squared. So I'm left with x plus 5. And then over here, we can take out a positive 5x. Oh, I'm sorry, a positive 5. And so we're left with x plus 5. So since these are identical, that means we can group them. And so we're going to have x squared plus 5, x plus 5 equals 0. And so now we look at the x squared plus 5. Can we factor it? And since this is a positive, the answer is no. And so what we're going to do is we're going to split these two and make them equal 0. And this one you can probably look at and solve, so you may not need to do that step. So I have minus 5 here. And I get x squared equals negative 5. Now to get rid of the square, you square root both sides. And I get x equals, it's going to be plus or minus. I can't square root 5, and there was a negative here, so I can take out the I and just have I plus or minus I rad 5. And then over here on this one, just minus 5 from both sides. And so we get x equals negative 5. So our 3 answers are plus I rad 5, minus I rad 5, and a negative 5. Alright, so as we start the next one, now would be an excellent time to pause the video and try it on your own. So as we get started, I was thinking, what do you get when you cross an algebra class with the prom? The quadratic formal. Alright, there's no GCF, so let's cut this in half. See if they have something in common. Alright, we have, we can take out an x squared. And so we get x minus 2. Here we have a negative, positive. Here we have a positive, negative, so that's kind of telling us we want to take out a negative. So I'm going to take out a negative 3. And I'll be left with x minus 2. So those are the same, so I can group them. So I'm going to have x squared minus 3, and then x minus 2. So now we take these and we group them. I'm sorry, we split them, and we make them both equal 0. So now we just solve. So we get x squared equals 3. Now we need to get rid of the square. So we square root. So now I get x equals plus or minus the square root of 3. Here, I would add 2 to both sides. And I end up with x equals 2. So my answers are plus or minus rad 3 and positive 2. So I have 3 answers, which is what I was looking for.